Practice number 2. Had a good evening, good meetings with our kids yesterday. I think, you always find out in practice 1, where you are as a football team, where you came out of the summer. And practice 2 really is my favorite because you get to see a little bit more. You see, how much little improvement they can make. I think, between the first game and the second game you make improvement. I think between the first practice and the second practice you see really who they are. I think there's nerves. I think our kids get nervous on day 1. Even from yesterday in Pascal, we didn't catch the ball very well offensively. And then all of a sudden, even as team went on, it's like all of a sudden we made some great catches. So I think today we're going to have fantastic practice and excited to watch it. So what do you got question-wise?
Who are you? I mean, you talk about catching passes. Who are you looking for to stand out among the receivers?
Everybody.
Who do you expect?
Everybody. I don't expect anybody. I don't have favorites. I want guys that are going to make plays that Coach Watson and our quarterbacks can count on making a catch. I think that's up to them to decide. I don't decide who those guys are. I think you guys have some names and we know who's got talent and who but you got to show it. And I think our whole team will find out who those guys are.
Yesterday, the first day, you really got to see Will Gragg kind of run around and do football stuff.
It really was. I mean, we've seen him in drills, but then to see, it's amazing what happens when just a helmet goes on. You see different things. And again, we had little bits and pieces of going through some conditioning drills. But yeah, we did get to see Will. I'm just kind of impressed. The one thing that stood out of Will Gragg was just his route running. I mean, the guy can push the field, and it's different than maybe some of the other guys. So I really think, again, off of what I saw day 1, that he's got to really help us in the passing game.
How'd you guys connect with him? I know you've said before it's not like you're out scouring the grad transfer market and there's usually a connection there. How'd you hear about him?
It was really no connections. I mean, we're out there scouring. I guess now there's going to be a new website that at least we'll have to go to one website. But we knew where our needs are. We know what we like to get out there, and it's a matter of, okay, there's a name. Let's watch a videotape and find out if we want to get in contact with them. And that's just one of them. I mean, I could tell you there's another 10 that we got in contact with, or at least heard about. Said, hey, that guy would maybe be a good fit. Let's watch the tape. And then you watch the tape and you're going, we don't need that. So Will was a guy that we targeted. We loved what we saw, and you know what? Forget what he does in Pascal. That kid has been an unbelievable kid since he's been here. I just love his attitude. I love how he's fit right in, just like Stefano has with our football team.
When you talk about the jump from day 1 to day 2, is that most pronounced with the first-year guys, the guys out of high school that are really getting there?
Yeah, I think the older guys for sure, but there'll be improvement on those younger guys, and sometimes it gets worse. Sometimes you throw another install and you throw more coverage and more formations at them offensively, and all of a sudden they're like, woo. So we'll find out who hits that wall, as we've talked before.
Did you feel like you needed it? Excuse me. When you talk about Will Gragg, did you feel like you needed another pass catching option, tight ends?
We just thought we needed another tight end that could come make plays, and he's a guy that's it doesn't matter pass catching, run blocking, just tight end period. It didn't matter what it was. We were just interested in another tight end that we thought could make an impact. We felt like maybe it was a position of weakness coming in, and the strong survive out there. So there's guys out there that are doing a good job, and some guys will look around and say, "Wow, why is that guy here?" And kind of go, "Ooh, he's pretty good." So,
how did Kmar end up being the freshman who moved?
Great question. We had a little tryout. Again, we weren't here as coaches. We had Kenny and the quarterbacks take him out there and work with some of those defensive ends, which he just showed he had a natural. I guess athletic ability, natural tendency to be a tight end. He runs good routes. He understands kind of what's going on. And from recruiting his brother, okay, and I'll put this out here for Shalik, who's out with the Raiders. Shalik was never good enough athlete to be a tight end. And I told Kmar that he definitely is a better athlete than his brother, who I enjoyed coaching up at Michigan State. So if Shalik's listening out there, his brother's getting an opportunity to do something. And Shalik always wanted to play tight end, so it's kind of funny how that goes.